Hi there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Well, we have completed 10 problems on the list. We still have 39 more problems, I guess. So on to the next problem, lead code 309, best time to buy and sell stock with cooldown. Well, let's see what is this about. And it's a medium level problem for your information. You are given an array of prices where each element is the price of a stock on the ith day. When the maximum profit you can achieve, you may complete as many transactions as you like. Buy one and sell one share of the stock multiple times with the following restriction. After you sell your stock, you cannot buy stock on the next day. That is cooldown of 1 day. You may not engage in multiple transactions simultaneously. That is, you must sell the stock before you buy. So you may not engage in multiple transactions simultaneously. You must sell the stock before you buy again. Okay, so one transaction at a time, and there is a cooldown period of 1 day. So for example, if you buy on 1, you can sell on 2, and you cannot buy on 3, but you can buy on 0 and sell on 2. So we'll get 1 plus 2, total 3. So first let's handle the edge case. If length of prices is 1, all we have to do is, let's try to implement a memoization kind of problem, and the prices will be between 1 and 5,000. Price values will be between 0 and 1000. So previously, for best time to buy and sell stock 2, what we have done is we selected all the values whose right side value is greater and left side value is lesser. So it changes very drastically with a cooldown period of 1 day. So let's see. And again we have to return what? Maximum profit. Okay, so let's define a function max profit index comma cooldown return max profit of 0, and initially let's keep cooldown equals to false. And if I equals to the length of prices. Let's return 0. If we buy, max profit, if we buy it 1 and sell it 2, that's a profit of, but we don't know whether we are holding a stock or not. And sell will be you can buy on 1 and sell on 2 or sell on 3. Let's keep skip equals to, we are skipping holding or else. If we choose to buy, and how do we know about the holding? I guess we need another, then we can skip or sell. If we are holding, we have the index, which is the current index. I guess we need the previous value too. If we are not holding, then we can buy. And if we are buying, that means instead of keeping this, if not, I mean, if we are holding, so we'll buy if it is not cool down, or else we'll, and we can choose to skip. That means the holding status won't change, and the cooldown status will also won't change. If we are skipping, there can be two chances. One, it is like the cooldown is false and the cooldown is true. On both the cases, cooldown should be false if we are skipping it. So return maximum of maximum of skip and buy. And we have to keep a profit value will return 0. Prices of 5. Price of 5. Let me think. We'll choose one. Buy or sell. Since initially we'll buy because we won't have anything to hold, so initially holding will be false. So if holding is false, then we can buy, and initially cooldown is also false since we didn't sell anything. We are buying by equals to the maximum profit of, we are buying the next value. True. If we are buying it, we are holding it. Let's try now. Well, it seems like it is working well. What if we take this out? So we don't need this edge case. Let's add a case where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 2, 5, the maximum value we can get is, so 2 comma 1. Actually we can directly do 7 and 1. If we do 1 and 2, 1, we have to skip 3. 4 and 5, 1 again, skip 6. And same goes here, 7 and 1. 1 and 3 will give 2, skip 2. 5 and 7 will give 2. We have to skip 6. So let's try submitting this with LRU cache because it will take so much time because of all these parameters. Let's try submitting it. If it works fine, let's start discussing the intuition and let's see if there are any optimal solutions other than this. Seems like it is the optimal solution, and what we are doing here is we have a base case where we are checking if the I exceeds the length of the prices. If it does, then we return 0. And at every step we have two options. I mean, let me explain. So if you are holding a stock, that means if you already bought a stock, then you have two options. One is to sell it, so, or to skip it. So we don't like, you still want to hold it and don't want to sell it again. So you can hold it as much as you want. Like for example, you can hold the 2 until the very last, then we can return 0. So there, or if you are not holding any stock, like if you didn't buy any stock, then you have two chances. That is to buy a stock, or you don't want to buy a stock. So skipping is an option at every step. So we have skipping here, and if we are holding a stock, that means we can sell it. So I am selling it here, and since I am selling it, I turn the cooldown period on, and I cannot buy in the next step. And if I can still skip even if I didn't hold anything. And what if we buy it? If we buy it, in this case I guess we don't need to keep this because it's a default value. So if I buy it, then what we are returning here is, if we are buying it, then we are buying it from our own pocket. So the buy price, which is the current price, minus the total sum accumulated until that point, which is buy, which will be returned by this. And if we are selling it, then we are adding some value to our pocket, and the value until that point, the selling the decision point, and we will return the maximum if we if we skip, which will be the maximum if we skip or if we choose to sell. And here, if what is the maximum value, either the skipping is the maximum one or the buying. But if you check this properly, both of them are if and elif, so there is a chance that we may not able to buy or sell at that particular point. So we are returning the only skip is also an option, so we are skipping it entirely if it has a cooldown period and I'm not holding anything, and it will calculate all possible iterations and return the maximum profit we can achieve. So I think you guys understood it. Let's see other solutions as well. So okay, he created a list. Instead of using LRU cache, -1 for I in range of 2, for I in range of 2. Okay, sold, and oh, there is a to approach 2. Let's see what it is. The maximum profit sold, held, and reset. We have negative infinity for sold, negative infinity for held, and 0 for reset. We go through the prices. What we are doing is held plus current price, and initially we cannot be sold, so held plus current price won't be any effective, and held after we update the held, then sold will be okay. So here we are checking what is the maximum value, held or reset minus current price. Obviously reset minus current price would be the maximum because it is the infinity, and reset value will be maximum of reset comma sold. Obviously reset, so initially reset will be 0, and in the next step, since we choose to buy it, we'll have negative price if we are holding it, and sold will be negative infinity obviously, and reset will be 0 itself. Now sold will be updated, Held is the negative price plus current price. Either it can be a positive value or negative value. And held if we find a bigger value, I mean smaller value, then it will be updated to reset minus price, or else held will stay as it is. Maximum also will come a reset on. Well, let's try to break this down properly. These are not properly defined. This thing is clear for me, but let's take a code review from ChatGPT. Just a minute, sec. Just a sec, guys. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. The code review. Okay. Booleans in another cache are fine, but the recursion depth still goes to order when your cooldown state is not passed consistently. When you call, you drop the cooldown flag, meaning the next day is never in cooldown unless set it during selling. This works only because the cooldown state lasts exactly one day after selling. Returning directly inside the holding branch and symmetry. Would collect then okay. Okay, this is not a problem. Now the important part, iterate to optimal. So it asks me to okay. Now the important part is iterate to DP. Three booleans who track three DP states. Max output of the day. Hold, not hold. Max output of the day when you are in cooldown. Transition dynamics. If you hold today, let's see the problem entirely. You're holding, not holding, cooldown. We go through each price. Previously, we'll hold like if we previously hold it, what will be the value? If you are not previously holding it, what will be the value? And we are checking if there is a cooldown, like a previous cooldown value. And here we goes. Hold equals to maximum of previously holding or previously not holding minus P. So there are two choices to skip. If you are holding and we choose to skip, then the previous holding will be the what do we call it, will be the same, but we want a maximum value, so we are checking this two, which is the previous not holding minus the current price. So this is the skipping part. And if you are holding anything previously, well, one thing it is, you are holding on to something, or you are not holding to anything, and the previous hold come up. If we are not previously holding, we can choose to buy, so to skip or to buy. If we have to if we have to hold anything, like here, if you have to hold anything, then either you already holding something, or you are not holding something and you are buying something. So you are not holding and buying at the current price, which is minus p, and the not holding part will goes like this. If you are not currently, if you are, if you choose not to hold now, that means probably you are not holding previously anyway, or the second choice is you already sold previously and you choose the maximum cooling time, I mean the cooling period value. Wait a minute. If you are not, if you choose not to hold now, that means either you are not holding previously, or you are holding previously onto something and just sold it. You are not previously holding anything, or you are previously holding and you sold it previously, so the cooldown period was activated, and the cooldown here is, will take the previous hold value, since you are previously holding something, and plus the current price, because we are selling at the current value, and finally we are returning either not holding or the cool. So let's try this too. What price in prices? We are holding something, we are not holding anything, and cool down. Initially the holding will be minus 10, if all the values are 1000, and we have 5000 values. Then 5000 into 1000, minus 5 into 10 to the power of 6. So initially we are not holding anything. So our cooldown is 0, and let's see. So previous hold equals to, and previous, sorry guys. So these are all the previous things right here. So we have to evaluate based on the previous situations we are in. First thing is, if you are previously holding anything, if we are previously holding anything, the choices are, we still want to hold it, or previously holding anything, we can skip and hold it again, or if we choose, currently we are choosing whether or not to hold. So if you are previously holding, then we are still holding, and if you are not previously holding, then from the previous not holding, like this is the amount that gets into our pocket. One of these three is the amount that is getting into our pocket. So we are negative, I mean, we are taking out the current price from our pocket. Now if you choose not to hold now, that means either you are previously not holding anything, Either you are not previously holding anything, or if you choose not to hold, either you are not holding anything previously, or you previously sold it. Maybe that means the previous cooldown amount plus. So this first part is skipping for sure, and the second part is the current holding choice is simple. One, you are previously holding something and still wants to hold it anyway, or you are not previously holding anything and you want to buy it now with this current price. So previous not hold minus current price. And if you choose not to hold now, there are two choices. One is either you are not holding previously and still you don't want to hold anything, or you just sold previously and waiting for the cooldown period to complete. Sorry, you are just selling what you have to the current price, and cooldown will be the previous not hold. Something is fishy. If we are cooldown, right. So if we choose not to hold now, that means we are not holding previously and we still don't want to hold anything, or we just sold previously, so we are currently in a cooldown period and cooldown value will be taken into not hold. And the cooldown will be previous not holding value plus current price. So all the values we have sold complete selling audit complete cooldown hits complete and by the end of the time there is only two choices. We cannot hold anything until the last, so either we are not holding anything, either we are not holding anything or we just sold a value previously and we are in a cool down period. Something went wrong. So let's see. We are previously holding. Okay. So if we are previously holding, everything went fine, but this one confused us. So what we are trying to do is we are holding something previously and we are selling it now. So let's submit this and see. We have few more dots to confirm. Right, sorry, left side parts of the max is skipping choices. That means we are not, we are holding previously something and we are still holding it. We are not holding anything previously and we are still not holding anything. Next action based on previous action, like if we hold, if we previously not holding, we buy at 10 exponents of if we previously hold, then we sell at a profit of current price Cooldown is, so if we previously hold, we select a profit. Previously hold and selling a profit of Let's confirm your three interpretations. Left side match. Correct. If you are previously holding and choose to hold again, you are previously not, and the right side parties buy today at an expense of current price from previous profits. Right side parties next action based on the. Let's go through each state clearly. Hold state transaction. If you were already holding yesterday, you keep holding is the left side choice, and the right side choice is you are free to buy yesterday and you buy a stock today at a cost of P. So if you are currently holding, that means either you are holding from previously or you just bought it to hold it. So if we previously hold, we can't buy now due to pull. Prevents buying if previous was cool, not if previous was hold. Okay, so if previous was cool, If previous state equals to not hold, buying is allowed. If previous state equals to cool, buying is not allowed. If previous state equals to hold, you weren't in cooldown. You already own a stock, so this case does not involve buying at all. Okay. So from here, if you are not holding yesterday and you choose not to hold today too, if you were in cooldown yesterday, cooldown ends today, and you are not holding. Okay. If you are in a cooldown period yesterday, then today cooldown over and you are moved to not hold state. If you had a stock yesterday and sell it today, your new profit is the previous holding value plus current profit. Okay. Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys understood the intuition, but I couldn't. I never would have thought memorization would be easier than iterative approach. Though we learned something from every experience, and I hope we are learning something today, and we got to keep it in our mind and apply tomorrow. So that's it, guys. If you like the video, put it and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment so that we'll get a better reach and we can address your doubts as well. And another way to keep the reach or bring some traction to the videos, you can like the video. It will help us get better reach and make better content. And thank you, guys. Thank you for choosing the channel. We'll meet you again with another video. Until then, keep learning and keep pushing hard. Goodbye, guys.